Hello, welcome to my video. You may have seen the other one regarding the referral process for the Gender Identity Clinic. This one is more about how I told people around me about my transition. So my partner Jan and I have been together 9 years. I can't remember ever coming out and telling her. I'm very fortunate that she fell for the person and not the gender, so there was no issues between me and my partner. I told my family in January 2013, and that's my mum and my sister. They were the acid test because I hadn't told anyone aside from Jan before then. I think back then how far I went with the identity clinic was based on their reactions. Since then, I've accepted what I'm going through in myself, and I couldn't walk away from it even if my family had rejected me. I was very lucky and they didn't, and I have to say to all those people that transition without family support, you are the courageous ones, and again, if these videos can help support you, then well, good luck to you, because having my mum's support was the most amazing feeling in the world. I was walking on air for days, weeks afterwards. I thought I was dreaming. It made such a difference knowing that she was there for me and that she wasn't going to reject me. So telling mum and my sister Julie, my sister's reaction was brilliant. She clapped her hands together and said, "I've always wanted a brother." Well, you could have told me. After telling my two closest family members, I started telling Jan's family and close friends. Pretty much everyone I told wasn't particularly surprised. I didn't make a big effort of telling everyone straight away. I did it in dribs and drabs. The more people I told, the better I felt. The more people I told, the more positive reactions I received. Got to October, which is when I told my place of work, and I was really beginning to notice the difference, because at home I was Sid, but at work I wasn't. And I was beginning to struggle to keep the two separate. It was getting too much pressure. I felt I had to tell work in October. I had initially planned it for December, but there was no way I could have waited. After telling work, I can pretty much say that I was out to most people that I would see on a daily basis. My birthday is at the beginning of November, so I went onto Facebook, I changed my name, I changed from she to he, and I put a little message out. Again, incredibly surprised by the amount of supportive comments that I got back. Just, again, overwhelming. I didn't realise that many people like me. So that's where I am. Once I put everything on Facebook, it was almost like I am totally out. There's been the odd person that is, not a close friend or family, not at work and not on Facebook. And I've told them as and when it's, as and when I've had to. So again, a very positive experience. I was a little concerned about my dad. He doesn't live in the same area as me. We've had a good relationship and it's become more distant, not through really anyone's fault, just literal physical distance. Jan prepared me for my first bad reaction and it didn't come. He wrote to me saying that he felt sorry I had to go through the process, but it must mean a lot to me to do it, so therefore he would support me. So amazing, couldn't have asked for more. I'm also a foster carer. Jan and I have been fostering for about 18 months now. We have an 11-year-old and an 18-year-old. there has been some issue that I am transgender with one of the lads' fostering agent. Our fostering agent's fine. We're still working through that. We got put on review because of it. As you can see, I haven't actually physically started transitioning. My younger foster lad has called me Sid pretty much the whole time through because of Sid Sloth in Ice Age. But there's been no physical changes. You know, I dress the same, my hair's the same. So there's a little bit of frustration on mine and Jan's behalf that we're being judged for me being transgender when in fact nothing's changed. In fact, if anything, I'm happier. I'm not so angry. One of the biggest things about telling everyone was the relief of being honest, of being able to be me and have people treat me how I wanted to be treated. I didn't want people opening the door for me and letting me go first. I'd rather do that for someone else. I can't say I'm, overtly, too strongly masculine, but I'm not feminine, and I didn't realise how frustrated I was getting when I was just being treated as I suppose most females would be treated. So having told everyone and having people starting to treat me as I feel I need to be treated has been the best experience. I haven't got a very big chest, which I'm again very pleased about, and I think if I had, this whole issue would have happened far sooner in my life. But if I could have chest surgery and just have my voice a bit deeper, I think I'd be really happy. I am thinking about bottom surgery, but I still feel like I'm at very early stages of my physical transition. But I feel like I've climbed a mountain when it comes to telling everyone about who I am. So I've been very fortunate, and I've had nothing but a very positive experience, and if people are worried, try telling people. It seems to be a much more widely accepted change in people's lives. I've had a better reaction from people coming out this time than when I came out as gay. It's confused some people, but people want to learn, which is good. So that's where I am with telling people. That's what worked for me. I saw in another video that if you bring people on board and bring them on your journey with you, that it makes it easier for them to accept the changes that you're going through. And that's what I've tried to do. I told most people quite early to bring them on board, and so they've got time to get used to it, and for also to see my reaction to how it feels to be called he and Sid as opposed to my birth name, and using the men's toilets and getting into the role before I do something that is obviously life-changing. So yeah, I think that's all for now, but once I start injecting, I'll be updating when I feel like there's changes to update you on, and we'll take it from there. See you soon.